Number 15, Trey Stubbs. And 42 will be Porter Miller. And number 44 will be Porter Wood. Porter Miller and Porter Wood starting there for Parowan tonight. So those are the starting lineups as we get ready to start this basketball game. Again, it is the final game of the 16. And the team's now shaking hands out there on the court. Again, the winner of this game will play the early game. They have to play the late game tonight, but they'll play the early game at 9 o'clock on Thursday, 9 a.m. on Thursday at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield as part of the state tournament, state championship. Again, this is the play-in game. Number 42, Porter Miller, will be jumping against Nedegard, and St. Joseph's will have it first. They'll work around the outside. Oh, a pass outside is going to go away from number 43, Nick Garcia, and will roll out of bounds. He cut to the inside, and the pass was to the outside. It'll be a turnover against St. Joseph, and Parowan will have an opportunity to draw first blood as far as scoring is concerned. They go around the top. They're working against a 2-3 zone by St. Joseph. Back into the left corner, back up top now. It goes to Bassett. Dribble penetration. Oh, looked like a travel, got away with it, no call. Number 44 on the outside with a shot for Parowan. He misses that shot. Big number 50, Gavin Anderson with the rebound, brings it down court. He'll finally give it up. Dribble penetration, back outside. Working around the outside into the right-hand corner. Nothing there. Parowan in a man-to-man defense. Ball way outside, coming off a screen inside Garcia. In trouble there. He's just going to throw it off a leg out of bounds. Wisely done. He had nowhere to go with it, about to be falling down and get a travel. He's going to throw it off a Parowan player and out of bounds. No score yet. About a minute gone thus far. Ball comes into Anderson. Pass, cross-court pass, no good. Picked up by Parowan. Ahead on a fast break, number 44 with the first basket of the basketball game. That's Porter Wood for Parowan, 2-0 with just over a minute gone. Now the ball in the corner to Nedegard, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name properly. Probably not. I apologize for that. That's a travel on him. Parowan will get it back. Another turnover against St. Joseph's Winged Lion. In the corner to Wood. Around the horn, looking in the corner. Rotating the baseline is Wood. Gets in that baseline. Give it back off to Max Topham. Topham drives the lane. That shot's no good. Ball knocked around. Wood knocks it loose. Finally comes down in the hands of the St. Joseph Winged Lion, and they'll bring it back against the defense of Parowan. Again, Parowan in that man-to-man defense. They are a very, very good defensive basketball team and very physical inside also, and have done really well in Region 18 during this year. Looking for the chance to get past the ball. Anderson is way outside. As big as he is, he's way outside. Problems inside on the drive. Kick it back outside to number 5, Hoosland, and he'll be fouled there. That'll be the first foul of the game. Foul on number 3, Max Topham. First personal foul, first team foul here in the first quarter. St. Joseph will have it out of bounds on the far side in front of the Parowan bench. They'll trigger inbound now to Hoosland. He'll give off to Anderson. Anderson drives the lane, goes over the top of a couple. Wood up high for a rebound. Quickly out, Parowan on the run. Ooh, nice move up off the glass gently, number 12. And that's Trevor Bassett for 2 points, extending the lead 4-0 now for Parowan. Anderson in the corner. You'd think he'd play a little bit more inside, as big and strong as he is, but he's in that corner trap. Kick it outside to Garcia. He'll go back, reverse, dribble back the other way, now go reverse back around the other side. 3-point shot up. That's no good. The ball comes down, as I mentioned, very physical basketball team. Porter Miller with the rebound and takes control of that. In the Wood, corner to Wood, dribble back across the top. Looking to go down the lane, gets down the lane, throws it up wildly, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. As Wood is here Porter Wood here to play tonight, as he's really controlling most of this basketball game here tonight. Anderson with the dribble penetration, that's no good. Miller with the rebound. I believe they're going to call him over the back as Garcia gets up underneath him on the rebound, and Wood goes over the top And Porter Miller, will get that personal foul. And it'll be St. Joseph basketball. They'll go right-hand side, come down inside now to Nettergaard, out to Garcia. He's up with a 15-footer. That's no good. With the rebound is Max Topham. He'll come quickly ahead, give off. Now he finally goes to number 15 over there, and Wood over the top. 15 is Trey Stubbs. Wood comes over the top once again, in danger of a personal foul there, but doesn't get called. Great athletic play by the big guy, number 42, Miller, saving that basketball. Dump underneath by Wood, down inside to Trevor Bassett, and he gets another basket. It's a 10-0 lead, already 10-0 with 4:33. St. Joseph has to call a timeout, and we'll take one too. In the game just underway, just about 3.5 minutes gone here in this first quarter, and Parowan blitzes out to a 10-0 lead here over the St. Joseph, and a tremendous display, especially by Porter Wood, who is having a tremendous game thus far. He's got 3 baskets, 6 of the 10 points, but more importantly, he's grabbing rebounds and getting assists, dumping the ball in other players. Doing a great job out there is Porter Wood thus far. Now Parowan will go into 2-2-1 full court trap press, looking to slow St. Joseph down. They do cut across in the hands of Anderson. Anderson with a 3-point attempt. That misses everything but the floor. Finally picked up by Max Topham, and he'll come quickly ahead for Parowan. He'll give it off to Bassett. Bassett cuts the lane. He's going to be fouled there. They'll call the foul on number 32, Austin Hills. That'll be his first personal and the first team foul on the St. Joseph. Ball comes way outside to Miller. He's going to go with the 3-pointer, and the big guy nails a 3-pointer. They didn't challenge him defensively, begged him to shoot it, and he made him pay there with a 3-pointer, 13-0. Now the official's going to try and help him out a little bit. They're going to call a foul on Trevor Bassett, his first personal foul, and again the third team foul against the Parowan Rams. Inbounding the ball will be Hills. He'll come into Hoosland. Hoosland dribbles, reverses it across the court. Hesitate. Now he's going to shoot a 3-pointer. Blocked out of there by Max Topham. Looked like he had a wide open shot, did Hoosland, but rather than that, out of nowhere seemingly comes Topham to block that ball away. It'll remain Roland Hall ball. They're still looking, not Roland Hall, St. Joseph. They're looking for their first points. Garcia with it. He'll give it off now in the corner. Lost his dribble there, comes way back outside. Ball stolen there once again by Topham. He goes ahead. Ball batted around, finally in the hands of Wood. He'll come across to Topham. Long 3-point attempt. That's no good. Here comes Wood for the rebound. He comes from way outside to get the rebound and his 8th point here in this first quarter. And St. Joseph still without a point. Garcia with it, reverse between the legs, trying to work the gap. Finally gets a shot off, no good, and who else but Wood with the rebound, as he's doing it all right now. 3 minutes left in this first quarter, 15-0 in favor of Parowan. Topham with it, goes in the corner to Wood, back out to Topham, across the cut top to Bassett. Bassett with a 3-point attempt, that's no good. Wood comes in and knocks it loose. However, St. Joseph does come down with it, and narrowly missing another rebound is Wood. Anderson with it, tries to go off the right side. Blocked there by Wood. Ball kicked out. Now across the top, Garcia with it. Nettergaard with it, he loses it. Miller with it now, coming up court. He'll approach the basket. Big, strong kid. Miller goes up underneath. He's too strong for St. Joseph. They can't stop him. And he puts another one in. That's 5 points for Porter Wood thus far in the first quarter. Miller now playing defense. Anderson stuck in the middle, tries to go across, gets it to Nettergaard. That's no good. There's a foul call on the play. They're going to call it on number 15, Trey Stubbs. His first personal foul, fourth team foul on the Parowan Rams. Into the game now for St. Joseph, number 23. And I don't have a 23 anywhere on this roster that I've been provided. Inbound pass knocked away by Wood. He's going to go way ahead. A little bit bad pass there as he tries to throw it through players. Doesn't get there. St. Joseph on the attack. Miller with the rebound this time, and he'll bring it up. No passing needed here as he brings it up, then goes back across to number 4, Crew Stubbs, but it's knocked away from him out of bounds, and it'll be Parowan basketball underneath their own basket. 17-0, 2 minutes left here in the first quarter as Parowan totally dominating the basketball game. Miller with a way outside. They left him alone once before, and he made him pay. That time he misses, but the ball is knocked out of bounds by St. Joseph. And it'll go back to the Parowan Rams. Inbounding it will be Wood. Around the top to number 11 in for Parowan. And he nails that as ball stolen away. Rebound Stubbs, or Wood, misses a shot. Rebound again, misses another shot. But Parowan maintains possession, and they'll back it back out. Jeffries in the game, number 11. A drive there by Stubbs, goes a little too hard, throws it off the glass. Anderson flying down the lane. This has to be an offensive foul call. Yeah, they're finally going to call it. It had to be, because the big kid Miller never moved an inch and took it full in the chest, but he's tough enough, he can handle that. Foul is on number 15. I have two number 15s. Maybe one of those is number 23. We'll give it to Isaac Iacovelli. And Parowan back on the attack. Cross-court pass to Jeffries. Back to Wood. Way outside is Wood. Nails a three-pointer, and he's going to win the game by himself. Now with that three-pointer, he has 11 points here in the first quarter. 48 seconds left. Still, St. Joseph is yet to score. Cross-court pass out front. They'll go on the right-hand side. In trouble there. Nowhere to go with it. Finally gets it to Anderson. Anderson throws up a desperation shot. No good there. Miller with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Wood. Wood, they're going to call him for a travel. I think that's just a courtesy to St. Joseph. But Wood was out in front. Again, he has 11 points, 11 of the 23 here in the first quarter. Bad pass now picked up by Wood. He'll kick it to the right-hand side. Jeffries now in the middle. Back outside to Stubbs. Stubbs up with a three-pointer, and that's good. His first basket of the first half. Now a shot, 11 seconds left. Parowan with the ball, 26-0 lead. And they're just going to walk it up as Stubbs. Now he goes ahead quickly. The ball there. Nice lead inside at the buzzer. Another basket by Porter Wood. 13 points here in the first quarter. And at the end of one, it's 28-0 for Parowan. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter. Welcome back as we prepare for the second quarter here in Desert Hills High School. Again, a tremendous quarter for Parowan High School as they blitz out to a 28-0 lead. And as both offensively and defensively, they are totally dominant in this basketball game. And St. Joseph struggling to try and find some way to make something happen here offensively. Thus far, it hasn't happened. They're hardly even getting a shot here against Parowan, as good as their defense is. So Parowan will inbound at Jeffries with the basketball. Now they go around the horn to Wood, who's having a fantastic basketball game thus far. Now around the horn, back to Wood at the top. Jeffries, the far right corner, left corner. Three-point attempt by Jeffries, and that's good. Seemingly there's nothing they can't do wrong here. And at 31-0 now against St. Joseph. Parowan hasn't really even hardly broken a sweat yet. I say that tentatively, though, because actually they're working very hard and making this happen. They have not taken St. Joseph lightly. Foul will be called on number 42, Porter Miller, his second personal foul. And that will send big number 50, Gavin Anderson, to the line for 2 shots. Finally, they break the drought. There's a basket, a foul free throw by Gavin Anderson to break the drought. And now they're going to throw numbers at me, and I'm not ready for numbers. Into the game for Parowan. Number 10. Anderson's second free throw is also good. So that's 2 points now. But into the game for Parowan, number 10 is Trey Gents. Out of the corner, a three-point attempt. That's no good. Ball comes down to Jeffries, though. He's trying to maintain control. He'll kick it outside to number 4, Cruz Stubbs, and he takes over the scoring now as he nails that three-pointer to extend this lead even more. Anderson with it. 15-pointer up, no good. Rebound by Wood, and he'll give off to Bassett. And Parowan will call a timeout. Welcome back again. Parowan did call that timeout. Did not make any substitutions yet. Out of that time, I thought maybe they're going to make some substitutions with this big lead, but they still have Wood on the floor. They still have Trevor Bassett. They still have Cruz Stubbs. And then Jeffries and Gents also on the floor right now for the Parowan Rams. 6 minutes, just under 7 minutes here in this second quarter. Parowan in total control. 34-2 now. Inside to Wood, backdoor cut to Gents. He throws up a runner. That's no good. Tipped out by Stubbs, but that's going to be taken by St. Joseph. They'll come quickly ahead to Anderson. Thinks about a shot, but he's being guarded there by Wood. Nothing doing there, so he'll kick it back outside. And across the top will go Hoosland. Dribbling across the top. He dribble penetration. Throws it up off the glass. That's no good. Wood with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Stubbs. Nice step inside and outside. Wood with the rebound coming from nowhere. What a game Wood is having. First basket in the second quarter, but he's already got 17 points in the game. Now he's being trapped outside. Gents knocks it away. It's picked up by St. Joseph. Gents ties it up, but they're going to call a foul, I believe, on the ground. And they will call it on number 12, excuse me, not Gents, but Trevor Bassett. And that will be his second personal, 6th team foul. Still not a shooting foul. They've handed the ball already. They tried to buzz a substitute in, but it doesn't. The ball had already been given to the deep offensive player. Anderson will get it. Whoa, quick turn of events here. Anderson gets the ball at the top of the key. He's fouled immediately, and then number 12, Stubbs, Bassett, as he's walking past the official, said something and got immediately teed up. So we'll see what happens here. That's technical, will go as a personal foul. If the foul is on him too, that could result in the 4th foul. So the foul is on 12. Then the technical also on 12. So Trevor Bassett will go third foul and fourth foul just like that. He'll end up with 4 fouls now. And Trevor Bassett, I'm sure he says he didn't say much, but the official certainly heard something. So Anderson now will get a one and one, I believe, and then someone will get also the 2 shots from the technical foul. The first shot on the 1-on-1, that's no good. So that one will not get the second shot there. And now stepping forward to shoot the 2 shots, number 5, Hoosland. He'll be shooting the technical free throws. And sitting down now will be Bassett, and Max Topham will come back in for him. So first shot by Hoosland, that rattles around, finally rolls in and down. His first point on the basketball game. 3 points now for St. Joseph. Next shot is up, and that's nothing but net that time. And that'll give them 4 points now. And they will maintain possession of the basketball as a result of the technical foul being called. Taking it out of bounds will be Nick Garcia. He'll be triggering it in. Comes into number 5, Hoosland. Again, Parowan on that man-to-man defense. They slide across the top, though. Ends up in almost a trap. Now Wood is on Garcia. Out of the corner is Anderson, and he got a shot. It went over the edge of the bank board, but they said, unfortunately, he was standing out of bounds when he launched that shot. Looked like a trick shot you'd shoot up in horse. But he was standing out of bounds. It's legal in horse, but it's not legal in this game. Bringing the ball up is be Max Topham. Again, Parowan ahead 36-4 with 5:42 left. Oh, nice give and go down the lane. Unfortunately, St. Joseph saw it coming and knocked it down. Gavin Anderson all the way up court with it. Now he'll give off to Hoosland. Hoosland's going to kick to the outside, left side, number 23. And again, I do not have that number. That name on the number. Nick Cannon with it. Rebounded by Hoosland. He'll kick it back outside. Now to Anderson. Goes off his foot. Wood with it. He'll keep it and he'll bring it up court. Number 44, Wood. Stops. Kick it back now around the horn to Topham. In the corner to Jeffrey. Back to Topham. Back to Jeffrey. They can afford to take time. 5 minutes left in this second quarter. Now it'll come to Wood on the right side. Cross-court pass to Jeffrey. Back to the top to Topham. Dribble down the lane with his left hand. Kick it in the corner now to Stubbs. Back to Jeffries. They're not looking for shots anymore like they were to begin with. There's a shot this time by Topham. That's no good. Anderson with it, and he'll bring it up, being chased there. Finally, Gents gets to him and strips it from behind. Nice play, nice hustle by Gents. And it'll go back to Topham. Topham will bring it up, give to Jeffrey. Back to Topham, around the horn to Wood. Wood's open for a 3. He'll let her fly hard off the iron. That's about the only thing he's done wrong all day. With that shot right there, a little bit too hard. Anderson with it, looking for help. He'll give to Hoosland. Hoosland with the long 3-point attempt. That's no good. And who gets the rebound but Wood? He may have a double-double already in this first half. Tremendous play so far from Wood. Jeffrey with it, left-hand side. In the corner now to Topham. Cross court at the free throw line, extended to Anderson. Give off to Stubb, back to Wood, Around the horn to Jeffrey. And again, they're really not looking for shots right now. Wood will take it down. Foul going in, but no call. Jens gets it, nothing there. And then Wood goes down in a heap with Nick Anderson. And I believe they're going to call Nick Anderson for that, Nick Garcia, for that personal foul, first on him. Wood will finally take a seat. He and Stubbs and Jeffrey will take a seat. Into the game will be number 15, Trey Stubbs will come back in. Also, Miller will come back in. And missed one. They've got one more player. Miller with a long shot way outside. No good, taken by Hoosman. But once again, Gents comes from behind and strips it, knocks it away. Nice hustle once again by Gents coming from behind defensively to stop a fast break effect. The new player in the game for Parowan, number 13, Grayson Robb, making his first appearance in the game. On the attack once again, Anderson way outside, lets it fly. No good there. Miller with the rebound. He brings it up ahead the front, the fast break. He'll stop, give it off to Gents. Down in the corner now to Bassett, Trey Stubbs. Back outside with it now is Gents. And then it'll go to Robb. Ball knocked away from Topham, but they're gonna say there's a foul on the play. And it's gonna be on this number 23. And again, I apologize, I do not have a name for number 23 in the roster that I've been provided. Timeout will be called by St. Joseph, and we'll take a quick one also. We're back here once again at Desert Hills High School and bringing you this game over the Centricom system. Centricom in the center part of the state, making video possible in so many ways, helping out high school athletics. After the torrid first quarter of where Parowan scored 28 points, they've only got 5 here in the second quarter. And on the other side, St. Joseph has gotten 4 free throws here in the second quarter to make the score 36-4. Parowan really, it seems to me, has quit looking for their shots. They're just kind of moving the ball around. They're not being as aggressive offensively as they were. A cross-court pass by Miller, intended there for number 13, Robb, goes awry and will go out of bounds on the far side. And St. Joseph will have it. They'll trigger in now to Hoosland in the back court, and he'll bring it across. And man-to-man defense again for Parowan. Nick Garcia with it, reverses the dribble, comes down the lane. He's going to be fouled there. I believe they're going to call that on Trey Jens. That'll be his first personal, 8th team foul. It'll be a 1-on-1 attempt by number 23, Nick Garcia. 43, Nick Garcia. Also into the game. I'm going to run out of places here, I'm sure. Number 23 for Parowan now in the game. Number 23 is Nicholas Goodman. First free throw is good by Garcia. He hits them both, so St. Joseph has proven they can shoot free throws, as they are 6 for 7 now, but they haven't got a basket in the game, but 6 for 7 from the free throw line, all here in the second quarter. Parowan just moving the ball back and forth around again. They're not even approaching the three-point line where you could generate your offense. They're just passing back and forth, back and forth. Now they're going to go into the corner. Now Miller will have it at the free throw line. He'll drive the lane, kick it up. That's no good. And on the rebound now, they're going to call a foul. And they're going to call it on Parowan? No, now they change it back around. They call that one on Gavin Anderson. And it'll be his first personal foul and just the 4th team foul, or 5th team foul I have for the Winged Lion. 3-point attempt by Parowan. Number 23, Goodman, is way off the mark. However, rebounded nicely by Trey Stubbs, and he'll go to the free throw line as he is fouled by number 23, I believe. Number 23 is what they said. A second personal foul on 23. And first shot by Stubbs is good. He'll get one more. Substitutes into the ball game. More substitutes going deeper into this roster. It's difficult enough for me to handle as it is. Remembering names. but they're going deep already as they have a 31-point lead already. Second free throw is up, and that's also good by Stubbs, making it 38. Now in the ball game for Parowan, number 35 enters the game. Ball stolen by Parowan in the back court. 35 for Parowan is Dixon Jones. And also number 32 in the basketball game. And 32 is Hutchinson Miller. There's going to be a foul down low. This, I believe, will be on Dixon Jones. Entry into the basketball game, and quick to get his name in the books. And it'll put at the line, this time number 25 at the line. That's Kevin Nittegard, and he does not make that free throw. He'll get another one as the double bonus is in effect. That one he does make, and again, the only points that St. Joseph has are free throws. Parowan with it in the forecourt now. Stubbs, that's a number I do recognize. Back around the top of the key. Looking back, now in the hands of Stubbs. Back around the top, just these three players. Finally, they go in the post to number 32, Miller. And then he'll go back outside, cross court. Just a three-man passing game across the top. Again, really not even looking for an opportunity to shoot a basketball. They will go high post to Jones, drive the lane. And they're going to call 35. There's quite a battle going down inside. They're finally going to call number 35 for his second personal foul. So he's been in the game for just a couple of minutes, and he already has two personal fouls. He and Anderson were really getting after it in the low post. He kept complaining. They finally called him, not Anderson. On the inbound pass, the ball is stolen away by Robb. He with it now. He go up to Stubbs at the top, looking to cross court to number 23 Goodman. Back around the horn now to Robb in the corner, back outside. Robb thought about it. Now he'll pass it away back to Stubbs. Deep in the corner once again, just around the top. They're just not even looking for a shot. 49 seconds. He did look at it, but he didn't shoot it. They've been told to kind of pull back, I believe. That's what it looks like from up here as they just play a three-man passing game across the top. Back to the top. Back in the wing. He's going to back it back out now. They're going to work for the last shot, making it a little bit more obvious. 23 is Goodman and 13 is Robb, just back and forth across the top. Robb, Goodman, they're getting tired of passing, I think. Back over to Robb. Now deep in the corner. Now they're going to come inside. Up with the shot. That's no good. Gets his own rebound. And that's Miller. He goes up with it again, and he's going to be knocked to the floor by Anderson. As Miller trying to make something happen there before the end of the quarter. Miller, they're not going to call it on Anderson. They're going to call it on number 25 of Nedergaard. Second personal foul for him. It will send to the line number 32, Miller Hutchinson. He misses the first free throw. He'll get another one. 6.4 seconds left to go here in the first half, 38-7. And another shot for Hutchinson Miller. He misses that. Down with it is Anderson, quickly coming up the court with a left-hand dribble into the left corner. He stopped there, throws it up at the buzzer, and it's going to go down no good, and that'll be the end of the first half with a score of 38-7 in favor of the Parowan Rams in a dominant first half. And we'll go out for a break. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Or maybe more. In a few minutes or maybe more. backed off. They weren't even trying to score. Welcome back to Desert Hills High School. Some quick stats as we are here at halftime with the St. Joseph versus Parowan basketball game. Again, at halftime, the score 38-7 in favor of Parowan. And some quick stats. Crew Stubbs with 6 points in the basketball game. Trevor Bassett with 7 points in the basketball game. And remember, these are unofficial stats. Trey Stubbs with 5 points in the game. Porter Miller with 5. And also Ryan Jeffries comes in and gets a 3-pointer. And then Porter Wood had 15 points, 13 of those in the first quarter. But then he went out of the basketball game. They scored 28 points in the first quarter and 10 points in the second quarter to amass the 38 points. On the other side of it, you have David Huslin with 2 free throws and Kevin Niedergaard with 1 free throw. Nick Garcia with 2 free throws. Gavin Anderson with 2 more free throws. So all of St. Joseph's points have come from the free throw line, 7 points at halftime. And they have yet to score a basket in this game to this point. And that is their score there at halftime. And again, Parowan really trying to show some sportsmanship as they were up so big at the end of one, 28-0. And the second quarter, they really got into a mode where they just were passing the ball back and forth across the top and not trying to score any more points against St. Joseph and make the deficit of the score any worse than it already was. And that's hard for a coach to do because you need your players to play hard in this game in preparation for next week. They need the game time, but also the sportsmanship side. When you've got a team down that badly, it's nice to see some great sportsmanship there also. So we'll be back with the opening tip-off or open of the second half in just a couple of minutes. Welcome back to Desert Hills High School. We're still waiting for St. Joseph to come back on the court. There's less than a minute, 40 seconds left to go. The official had to go get them out of the locker room. They must be dialing up some really important strategy here for this second half as they trail 38-7. Now they're finally coming on the court. Parowan's been out for a couple of minutes warming up again. And we'll see who starts the basketball game here in this second half, whether Parowan will go back with their starters or whether they'll come with some substitutes. Again, a reminder that the winner of this basketball game will advance to the 2A state championships played at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, Utah. And the winner of this game will draw North Summit in the 9:30 a.m. game on Thursday, February 22nd. So we look forward to bringing you those games also over the Centricom system. We appreciate them once again for all that they do to help bring these broadcasts to you. Looks like the teams will start back the way they started the game. Parowan will start their 5 starters. Don't know how long they'll stay on the floor and whether or not they'll even try to shoot a basket. But they are out there, and so as St. Joseph's has their starters on the floor. They'll come into Hoosland, and he'll look for a screen off of Garcia, go the other way, come back to top. Now to Hills, and he'll throw it out of bounds, knocked out of bounds over there by number 3, Max Topham. Nice defensive play by Topham. Nick Garcia to inbound once again. He'll come back in to Hills. Hills with a quick 3-point attempt up. That's no good. And it'll be rebounded by Stubbs, Crew Stubbs. He'll come ahead to, and Parowan on the attack now. Miller with it. He'll go outside to Topham. Cross court to Stubbs. Stubbs with a 3-point attempt. That's no good. Tipped by Wood. It's going to go out of bounds off of Topham. And St. Joseph's will have it. Keep wanting to say 1st and 10, but this is a different sport. Inbounded to Hoosland. Now back to Nick Garcia. Full court press by Parowan. Not quite as energetic as it was to start the game, but they're still in it. Ball knocked out of bounds by Trey Stubbs. It'll be St. Joseph ball. They'll go in the backcourt to Hoosland. Now they'll come to Anderson. Anderson with it. He'll give off to Nick Garcia once again, dribbling. Now he'll reverse to the left hand, go back across the top of the key. Shoots it up, partially blocked. Now they're going to say there was a foul on Crew Stubbs. And it'll be his first personal foul. First foul here in the second half with 7 minutes left in the game. And it'll put Nick Garcia at the free throw line. He misses though, however. He was 2 for 2 in the second quarter. He misses that one to spoil his perfect average. He will get the second one, and that's up, and that's off the front iron, no good. Ball being knocked around, finally picked up by Stubbs. And he'll keep it and bring it slowly up court. Give off cross-court pass. Now in the lane, little zipsy doodle by Max Topham. Finally takes the shot and knocks it down. 2 points for Max Topham, the first in the game for him. Running one shot, whoa, knocked out of bounds. Crew Stubbs. Looked like Nick Garcia was going to get the running jump shot, but knocked out of bounds nicely and defensively by Crew Stubbs. And it'll be St. Joseph basketball. They'll go cross-court far into the corner. Give off inside, number 25, still no way basket in the game as the ball is rebounded by Miller of Parowan. He'll bring it up, reverse down the lane, no good. He'll kick it back outside to Stubbs. Stubbs gives it back to Miller. Inside now, back outside to Topham. Now back to Miller. Nice dish inside to Trey Stubbs, that he's unable to make the basket inside. And St. Joseph will have it. Hoosland with a 3-point shot. He's looking for that. There you go. Hoosland with a 3-point basket from outside the left side. That's the first actual basket of the ball game for St. Joseph. Everything else before that had been free throws. Stubbs with it in the corner to Topham. Topham trying to get out of the corner. He's going to be fouled in there. Looks like it's going to be Garcia with the personal foul. His second personal foul. It'll be a non-shooting foul, and Topham will take it in the corner, and he'll be triggering it in. Come out to midcourt, back in the corner to Topham. Down inside to Miller, reverse pivot, up with a little fadeaway. That's no good. Nick Garcia will get the rebound. And down the floor we go. 40-10 here at the start of this third quarter. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. Anderson with it. He's got nowhere to go. Finally off to Hoosland. He'll dribble the left hand. Down inside now to Niedergard. Back outside to Garcia. 3-point attempt by him. Off the front iron. Picked up by Miller. Miller on the attack, leading the break. Nice pass inside. Oh, at the last minute, Anderson with a big mitt there knocks it out of bounds. Looked like an easy layup, and he's going to knock that ball out of bounds. And it'll be back to Parowan underneath, and number 23 back in the game for St. Joseph. Again, I have no name for number 23. And with the ball now is Wood. He's going to go back in the corner left-hand side. Three-point attempt is up and no good by Topham. And a little of the excitement and intensity that Parowan had to show at the start of the game is no longer really with them. They're going through the motions, but the intensity is no longer there. Miller outside, and he'll call for Topham to come outside with him. He'll dribble back across the top. St. Joseph in a 2-3 zone, really not pressing the offense, or pressing the defense against the offense. Wood with it, he'll dribble inside to about 10 foot. His shot is up and no good. He could do no wrong in the first half, and he's really gone cold as again, the intensity not quite what it once was. Anderson with it for St. Joseph. He'll go inside to Niedergard, back outside to Hoosland, back to Niedergard. He'll go to Garcia, right-hand side, looking for the cutter down inside. Anderson up with it. Finally, Anderson able to get on the board as he gets his first basket. He does have 5 points in the game, but that's the first basket other than a free throw. So 40-12 now. Parowan back on the attack. Left-hand side, thought about the shot. Stubbs, you got to think that probably in a normal situation he'd have taken that shot. He goes inside, the ball is knocked away from him. He gets his own rebound, but he steps on the end line as he tries to gather himself and come back in. Now an official having a discussion with Cruz Stubbs, I don't know what about. The official was quite a long ways away when it stopped action to come up and talk to him. St. Joseph will inbound it. Hoosland doing a nice job getting the ball across half court. He does a good job handling the ball. Anderson with it, little 15-footer up by Anderson. Now he's starting to warm up, and he hits another basket, making it 40-14 now with 3:35 left here in this third quarter. Miller at the high post. Outside now to Stubbs. Cruz Stubbs, and he shoots up a three-pointer. He's looked at that several times and passed it up. That time he just couldn't let it go, and he lets one rip, and it's good. Anderson now takes another shot, no good. Down with the rebound is Wood, Porter Wood with it. Quickly ahead to Cruz Stubbs in a reverse direction. Give off to Wood. Outside now to Topham. He's going to dribble down the lane. Loses control of the ball. Miller with it. He'll shoot a three-pointer. That's off the arm. Goes, hits up the glass, and drops in as Porter Miller now with a three-pointer here in the second half. 46-14. Step back shot by number 23 of St. Joseph. That's no good. And Topham will get the rebound. He'll give off to Miller. Back outside to Topham and around to Stubbs. He'll go up with another three-point attempt. And that one's good by Stubbs as Parowan begins to heat up again. I guess they'd had enough of this playing keep away. They decided to start shooting the ball again. And when they shoot, it usually goes in, and they're hot tonight. St. Joseph with it. Garcia will reverse back down the lane looking for the three. That's not there. Ball knocked away. Wood with it. He'll give it off to Topham. That's no good. Wood with the rebound, and he'll lay it back in. That's what we saw so much of Wood in the first half, was hustling all over the floor. First points of the third quarter for Wood. Anderson with a little finger roll inside over Miller. That's good by Anderson as he heats up on the offensive end for St. Joseph. Now Topham will give off around the horn to Stubbs. He's hit two in a row from there, but that one he passed up. He looks at it each time. Give off inside. Nice move inside by Wood. Beautiful move as he did the drop step and got in front of the defense. Easy layup inside for Wood. Garcia will kick it outside to Anderson. Anderson with a three-point attempt. That's off the front iron, no good. Miller with the rebound, and he leads the press, the fast break up. Kind of loses control. He'll kick it outside to Stubbs. Stubbs with another three-point attempt. That's off the glass and the iron, no good. Anderson with the rebound, and he'll give off to Hoosland. 1 minute left, minute 12 here in this third quarter. Number 23 will do some dipsy-doodle dribble and then shoot a three-point shot. That's no good. And Topham will come down with the rebound and move the ball ahead in the corner now here to Wood. He'll drive the lane. Powerful drive inside. When he decides he wants to score, wants to do something, there's not much this team can do about it. Anderson's going at the other end, tries to do the same thing. He misses the shot, but he will be fouled. And the foul is on number 42, Porter Miller, his third personal foul. And there'll be a timeout here as Parowan makes mass substitutions. We'll have free throws to Anderson when we come back. Welcome back to Desert Hills High School. We're coming out of a timeout now. 50.7 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Parowan, who had been in a sleep during the second quarter, has woke up here. But now we've got mass substitutions on the floor. They've still got Wood out there. But they also have in here now Grayson Robb and also Trey Jens. First free throw by Anderson of St. Joseph is good. As he continues to amass a nice scoring total. Second one is no good. Rebound down to number 12, Trevor Bassett. And they still have Wood and Bassett in the game. They go inside to Wood. He turnaround jump shot by Wood. That's his 8th point here of the third quarter. A pass attempt to Anderson, knocked away over there by Bassett. Taken by Wood behind the back. Down the lane, kicks it off to Jens. Ball knocked loose, and out with it comes St. Joseph, and on the attack, Anderson going ahead. Oh, nice. Oh, misses a finger roll at the basket. And it'll be quickly rebounded and brought back up court by Trevor Bassett, and he'll go to Jens on the near side. In the corner now to Robb, back to Jens. Across the top to Bassett. In the corner down there is Jeffrey back in the game. And the Woods with a long three-pointer at the buzzer. That's going to be no good by Wood. And I can't wonder if maybe Wood will be done now also. So that's the end of three. It's 57-17. We'll be back. Welcome back to Desert Hills High School as we prepare now for the start of the fourth quarter. Once again, Parowan in a commanding lead, 57-17. And looks like now the starters for, Wood's still out there. He's got 27 points, I believe, on the game thus far, but he's still on the court. And in the corner now, it'll go to Bassett. Bassett's still on the court. He'll dribble past, give a dish off inside to Wood. Wood is hampered on his shot by Anderson. Nice defense by Anderson. That'll be no good, and St. Joseph will take it. Anderson with a long three-point attempt. Missed nothing. Kind of an unfortunate foul. They're going to call a foul on number 12, Trevor Bassett. That'll be his 5th. No one even knew where the ball was, and the player trying to determine where it was ended up on top of Stubb, and they're going to call him for Bassett for the foul, and that'll be 5 on Bassett. He'll be out of the ball game. And in for him will come number 3, Max Topham. Topham way outside St. Joseph with it now. A little bit of a walk there. Nobody worried about counting the extra steps. Anderson with it. Turnaround jump shot over Wood. That's no good. Rebound Stubbs. Topham. He'll give off to Jens. Now back to Topham. Left-hand side dribbling left. Now he's going to go back over to the right side to Wood. Back across to Topham. Topham with a three-point attempt. That's no good. Rebounded by Wood. And he's going to be fouled on the attempt at the putback. They're going to call the foul on number 23. That's his third personal foul on number 23. And at the line will be Wood, number 44 of Parowan. And he makes the first free throw, first points of the fourth quarter, adding to his total. Another shot up and good by Wood. So 2 free throws there, the first 2 free throws of the game for Wood. And back on the attack, St. Joseph once again. Pass intended down there to number 32, Austin Hills, will go off his hand and out of bounds, and Parowan will have it. Jens will trigger inside to Max Topham. And Topham will bring it back up across the midcourt line. Now we go to Jeffrey, right side, back to Topham, back to Jeffrey, back outside to Topham. Dribble back to the left-hand side, looking outside to Jens. Jens will go in the corner, back way up top to Topham. Back to Jens. Jens with a 3-point shot from the left-hand side. No good. Wood with the rebound. He puts it back up. That's no good. Ball comes down. It's going to go off the foot of number 13, Grayson Robb. It'll be St. Joseph basketball. St. Joseph will inbound. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the ball game. Again, Parowan in firm control of this basketball game. Nice drive penetration. Ball poked away by Jens. Topham will have it. Bring it up. Fake, go right down the lane. Little floater from about 5 feet around the rim and drops in. Nice job by Max Topham to float that one in as he ends up with another basket. That's 4 points for Topham in the basketball game. 1 basket in the third, 1 here in the fourth. Now some fancy dribbling outside by number 23. Now he's in trouble. Ball knocked away by Jens. And it's going to be a collision there. Garcia didn't like what happened. An official quickly steps between them. And they're going to call the foul on number 13 of Parowan, and that's Grayson Robb. Now in the game for Parowan, a number 22 for Parowan, and that's Cody Hansen, number 22, Cody Hansen. Nick Garcia down the lane, and he's going to be fouled there. Knocked down a block on the play by number 13, and that's Grayson Robb, his second personal foul, as he does block the ball but comes down on top of him and knocks him out of bounds. It'll be a second personal foul on Grayson Robb of Parowan. It'll put Garcia at the line. Nick Garcia. He's 2 for 4 thus far in the game. He'll have 2 more here. First shot is up, hard off the back iron. Finally finds a way and goes down. And that's a 3 points now for Nick Garcia. Another sub into the game for Parowan. Back in the game is Trey Stubbs, number 15. He comes in for Wood, who's had a heck of a night tonight. Porter Wood out now and Stubb back in. Second shot by Nick Garcia is no good. 62-17 with 5 minutes and 25 seconds left here in this basketball game. With it on the outside is Cody Hansen. He'll go in the corner to Jens. He'll go into the middle. Beautiful pass inside. He'll go back outside to Hansen, however. Jeffrey with it. Back to Hansen now. Looking inside. Going to go across to Jens across the top. Nice pass down deep at the pinch post. And that's going to be a shot up and good by Trey Stubbs. And he gets a basket here in the fourth quarter. Uslan with it for St. Joseph. He'll go up over the top. That's no good. Nick Garcia down with the rebound. He has nowhere to go. Finally dribbles back in. Now looks back inside. Throws it up off the glass. Hits the deck. No call. And it'll come ahead now to Parowan. And it'll be knocked out of bounds by Uslan, but it'll be Parowan basketball in front of their own bench. Triggering it in will be number 11, and that's Ryan Jeffries for Parowan. Looking for somewhere to go with it. It's going to go way outside to number 13, Grayson Robb. He'll bring it back and pass off to Jens on this side, Trey Jens. Across the top to Jeffrey. Looks at it, going to go back across, around to Hansen. Now back to Jens, back around the top. Deep in the pinch post, back outside, way outside. Now to Jens at the point. Left-hand side, now to the pinch post, right, left side. Back outside, and they've got the passing game going on again, just passing back and forth across. And St. Joseph stays in this 2-3 zone. Now they give off to Jens. Little 10-footer, little baby hook, that's no good. Knocked back in bounds, but it'll come up in the hands of St. Joseph, in the hands of Cameron Harris. Long three-point attempt. Oh, off the glass and then the iron, but falls out. Nick Garcia chases it down. He's in trouble now, being double-teamed. And as he goes out of bounds, he throws it off the leg of a Parowan Ram, and it'll be St. Joseph basketball. Smart play by Nick Garcia, and he's very frustrated as he tries to make something happen here for St. Joseph. Looking, finally goes inside, gets it inside. There's going to be a foul called. The pass was intended for our number 23, and they're going to say Trey Jens is the personal foul. That's his second personal foul. And more substitutions coming into the ball game. However, Crew Stubbs is one of those substitutes. So still keeping a starter or two on the floor at all times is Parowan. And the ball is knocked out. It's knocked by Jeffries up in the air, and Hoosland tries to save it when he didn't need to. And he comes down out of bounds with the ball in his hands. So he'll be inbound now to 23, Nicholas Goodman back in the basketball game for Parowan. He'll give off to Hanson. Now they'll go down deep to number 13. And finding the corner to number 23, Nicholas Goodman. He shoots a three-pointer but misses it. And St. Joseph on the attack now with the rebound. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the game. 63-18 in favor of Parowan at this point in time. Nick Garcia out there, Parowan in a man-to-man defense, and Nick Garcia just dribbles it right off of his toe out of bounds. He was being defended there nicely by number 13, Grayson Robb, and that'll be a turnover against St. Joseph. Parowan back on the attack, and again, they're not really looking for shots, just moving the ball back and forth, keeping it live. Down the line is Jeffries. He will pass inside, and Stubbs will take it up and go up with a shot there. When you get it that deep, you got to shoot that thing, and he's not able to make it work, but he is fouled in the process. And they're going to say it's on number 43, Nick Garcia, his third personal foul, and it will put Stubbs at the line. And the first shot is up and good. This is Crew Stubb, number 4. He makes the first free throw. Mass substitutions for St. Joseph, giving some other players a chance to play. Second shot by Stubb is also good. And struggling with the names to begin with, we'll really struggle now as more players come off that bench for both sides. Anderson still in there, however. Long outside shot. Whoa, nicely done. Number 32, Austin Hills with the deep three. His first basket of the basketball game. And now Parowan with 2 minutes and 37 seconds will call timeout. I think that's just to get subs in. Coach is looking like, hey, I didn't call that timeout. But anyway, they give him a 30-second timeout, and we'll take it too. I don't have any lines left to put players in. I don't have any lines left for more players. I don't know what I'm going to do. Parowan keeps throwing subs on me. Huh? I don't think we're going to have a post game. That's okay with you. Welcome back to Desert Hills High School. Again, the final game of the play-in scenario for the 2A boys basketball tonight. Girls was last night. We have 2 minutes and 37 seconds left, and Parowan with a 65-21 lead, a commanding lead, as they come with more and more substitutes off the bench. Currently in the basketball game, we have a 0-0. I'm assuming that's Jacob Harrison. Shot from the corner by Parowan is no good, and foul on the play. Foul is on Nicholas Goodman, his first personal foul. And I guess when you don't get a chance to score, go ahead and foul and get your name in the book. Hustling on that defensively and just got caught with his hand trying to steal the ball. So nice hustle by him. For St. Joseph, Hoosland at the line. He hits his first free throw. Now he'll have a second. Hits that one also. So Hoosland is 4 for 4 on the game from the free throw line, with 1 3-pointer to go along with it for 7 points thus far. So Parowan back with it. All substitutes in the game now. In the corner now. Now the pinch post. Cross court, across the key to number 11, Jeffrey. And Jeffrey's going to shoot it up and in. Ryan Jeffrey with his second basket of the ball game. Now on the attack, number 23. He's got deep inside. He goes up in pressure, throws it up, and then unable to come down with it. Deep outside is Anderson with it. He misses a 3-point attempt. And then trying to rebound it is Hoosland, but he's out of bounds, and so he knocks it back in bounds. Unfortunately, it's out of bounds on him, and will come back to Parowan's possession underneath St. Joseph basket. So they will inbound it. Now they're trying to get another player in there. Big number 35 comes in the ball game. Dixon Jones will come back in. He got a little bit of action there in that first half. He's back in the ball game now. And Parowan on the attack. With it is Miller, Hutchinson Miller. Dribble across the right side, kick it back outside to number 23, Goodman. And now to Hansen on the far side, Cody Hansen. The ball is at the attempt to go inside to Harrison, Jacob Harrison, but it's knocked out of bounds. It will remain in Parowan's possession with 1:22 left in the basketball game. They'll inbound it, come across the top to Hutchinson Miller. He goes up with a 3, and he hits a 3. Hutchinson Miller with a 3-pointer to make it 70 points now for Parowan, 23-70. And St. Joseph back on the attack, looking for offense here. Go around the horn. Parowan's still in that man-to-man defense. Ball gets a little bit loose, and alertly numbers 35, Dixon Jones, swats it out of bounds. Good hands by Jones. Now he'll guard the inbound pass. That's quite a mismatch with him against the person trying to inbound the ball. He's so much larger. They do get it in, though. Get it into number 3 for St. Joseph, and I do not have that number on my board either. The big guy steals the ball, is rumbling down court, finally gives it off rather than go in for the layup, but it looked like a freight train ready to run over a Volkswagen right there. The big guy, Dixon Jones, doing a wonderful job there. He did give off to number 22, Cody Hansen, and Cody Hansen is fouled on the attempt to score, and he will go to the free throw line. Yet to score in the basketball game is Cody Hansen. First shot is up. Whoa, takes a high bounce off the back of the iron and then drops straight down through. So he gets his first point of the basketball game, 71-23. Another shot is up. That one looks a little bit better. Goes right down in, nicely shot. And that's 2 points now for Cody Hansen. 40 seconds left. Dribble penetration, reverse pivot. I thought he'd stopped his dribble, but if he did, he dribbled it again and nobody called it. I thought he'd stopped his dribble. Looked like it from here, but anyway, the ball swatted out of bounds on the attempted shot, and St. Joseph will inbound it now. They'll come out to midcourt. It's okay there, pick it up. And pass in the corner intended for number 15 for David Reza. And it goes out of bounds, and Parowan will have it with 25 seconds left in the basketball game. Bring it across, give it to number 22, Hansen. He'll dribble back out to half court, 15 seconds, just counting it down. Now with it is Goodman. He'll go to 0-0 Harrison, back to Goodman. Back to Harrison, inside to the big guy. Oh, just off the rim, no good. Ball stolen away by Parowan, and that's going to be the end of the ball game, folks. Parowan was in control from the very beginning of this basketball game and never looked back, and they're going to win this one 72-23. They will move to the 9:30 a.m. basketball game in Richfield at the Sevier Valley Center next Thursday. They will take on North Summit. As far as statistics, the only one I'm going to give you is the game that Porter Miller had. What a wonderful basketball game as he took control, and he ended up with 25 points in the basketball game. He could have had 100 if he'd wanted to stay in there and keep shooting. He was a man among boys tonight and played a tremendous basketball game. The rest of the Parowan crew were raining down threes all night long, and were really able to do whatever they wanted to offensively whenever they wanted to. The coach wisely and graciously pulled them out for much of the basketball game in the second and fourth quarters and told them just to pass the ball around, which they did well. But it still ended up 72-23. So we appreciate Centricom for making these games possible. This is going to be the end of it for now. They'll start back up on Thursday at the Sevier Valley Center with the boys going first, 4 games, and then the girls will be in the afternoon with 4 games. It's state championship time. Thank you from here at Desert Hills High School. Thanks to Barrett Hilton and the crew for all that they've done. Good night.